I'm joining from Bangalore, and today I'm representing Shambhala Seva Foundation here. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and it feels so great to see all of us coming together to host this Infinity program. And today we have a very inspiring, very daring speaker for the day. So she is none other than Parinitha Patri. So before introducing too much about her, I'll just give a very short introduction because we'll be having a lot of conversation with her today. So she is a meditation teacher and founder of SWAG, co-founder of Swadhyaya Yoga, and she's the animal and plant nature lover. So today we will have a lot of conversations with her and let us know more about her and her work and her mission and what she's working for in this complete life. So I welcome Parinitha Patri ma'am to this program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Prithvi. Nice to see you here. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you.
Yeah, how are you doing, ma'am?
Always. Everyone is always super. Everyone is doing always well. All pyramid masters.
Yes, I'm so excited today to have a very captivating conversation with you. Sundays have become very ideal to all our spiritual gatherings. In the morning, we have oneness meditation, and the evening, we have infinity program happening where we all of us can come together, meditate, be with ourselves, listen to masters and learn a lot of wisdoms and share our experiences. So I'm so grateful and a lot of thanks to Patriji, especially for creating this movement and bringing all of us together and making this happen. So today we would like to know more about Parinitha. So I'm really very excited to know a lot of things about your life, ma'am. So to start off with, please tell us about your childhood, your parents, your education, ma'am.
You have to ask me very specific questions. Yes.
So,
Yeah, you can just formulate a question because childhood is a very big chapter.
so
So,
you tell us where are you from and about your parents.
okay. All right. I was born in Hyderabad and I lived in two different places, Kurnool and Hyderabad, and these are the two places where I was born and brought up. And education, I'm a BCom graduate, and everyone knows my parents. My parents are your parents as well. So Brahmarshi Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji, and I have a sister, Parimala Patri, who lives in California, USA.
So how did your childhood was, ma'am? Like,
you have to be very specific. Like, yeah, I mean, just like anyone's childhood was, it was playful. It was, yeah, just like any normal childhood was. But the only addition being spirituality was a part of my childhood, and that was considered normal as far as I'm concerned. For me, spiritual childhood is the normal childhood.
okay, so spiritual childhood, what do you exactly mean by spiritual childhood? Because we know about Patriji and being a daughter of Patriji, how your childhood was really different from others?
Because there was meditation in it. When I say spiritual childhood, it is because my father introduced meditation to us, me and my sister, both of us. And that is why I call it as a spiritual childhood. And everyone's childhood should be spiritual, because as Patriji says, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So the actual normal thing should be spiritual, where children are raised in spirituality, to let them know about oneness, about meditation, about enlightenment, about karma, about all these things. So that is when the children become more and more responsible. They become a master in the future, and they will become leaders in the future. So everyone should be raised as a master. Every child should be taught meditation, especially from the womb onwards. So, I mean, I was not taught meditation. I was when I was in the womb because my mother was not meditating at that time. So I was introduced to meditation when I was, I think, 4 or 5 years old. So that is when it started.
So, as a child, how did you accept the meditation? Like, as a child, when a child is asked to sit for meditation, usually it is like for the force of the parent, it is made to sit and how did you take it?
See, a 4 or 5 inch old child, I mean, I don't think there'll be any judgment whether, that person is doing, wantedly or not wantedly or something like that. My father just used to ask me to sit in a corner, and I used to sit with my closed eyes, and I used to wait for him to say okay, so that I can go and play out. So that it started very playfully, but later, it was. I was understanding meditation more and more as people used to come home to meditate, to have spiritual discussions, get togethers, and many experiments were going on in my house. So that is how it was. Yeah.
So, did you really get time to spend with your parents and enjoy that parenthood with them? Because there would be a lot of people at home and a lot of meditation happening. So, how are you taking it, and could you really get time for you as from your parents?
See, till 1990, father was spending time with us. It was not like, since I was born, he started PSSM. He didn't start PSSM when I was born. He started PSSM in 1990.
Okay.
So, yeah, so he was working in the marketing department in Coromandel Fertilizers Limited. And he used to go for camps, to rural areas to explain about agriculture and how their company can help them, in agriculture and stuff like that. And I used to accompany him sometimes. So the PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, started in 1990. It got registered in 1990. Though the meditation sessions have been going on, but it was very small group, like 4 to 5 members were there who used to come home and do meditation and do experiments. The group was very small, if I have to say, very small. So slowly, it was very gradual from because if I have to say that in 1979, my sorry, Patriji had met with an accident, and he met with a road accident when he was traveling from Hyderabad to Kurnool. In between, I'm sorry for that, he met with an accident, and that is when he was sharing his experience that a walk-in had happened, which is in 1979. I was born in 1978, so that shift happened in 1979. So then onwards, he started researching about what is meditation, what is spirituality, what is death, what is soul, what is karma, and how what is a pyramid. Pyramid came later on, but his spiritual quest started from then onwards, and he started reading books and finding out from friends, and asking colleagues and everyone. So thereby he got to know many teachers on his way, as in the role of a colleague, in the role of a guruji, in the role of someone. He was attracting all these teachers to his life to teach him about spirituality, about meditation.
Okay, so when did actually meditation became serious for you, ma'am? Like, when did you take it up as a real thing?
I don't think it happened one day suddenly. It was a very gradual process. And it was not like, see, in the childhood, it is everything is a play for you. Everything is a play for you. And as you grow up, and slowly, you understand, and you take it forward. I can't say that, oh, at age 10 I did this, oh, age 12 I did it. No, I can't say that. It was a very gradual process.
Okay, so then coming to your education, after education, also you took up meditation and spreading meditation and working with father's mission. So why did you do that, ma'am?
What else do I do then? So I have to teach meditation. That's my job. That's my primary job.
So
So
you didn't go into the professionals of what you did your education or something, but you came into this line. So what really made you come into this line, into service?
I, what made you? I don't think so, because I was born into that. That was my job. Primarily, that's my job. So what made me come into this? What do you mean? What made me come into meditation, teaching meditation?
Spreading it, you continuing Patriji's mission.
Yeah, I mean, that's my job, right? That is so natural for me to do it. It's not like I, oh, suddenly decided to come into this. This is not a career change. This is not a shift where you are an engineer and you suddenly come into call center. Why did you make a shift? It's a natural process where, I was taught meditation. I used to teach meditation when I was a child also. I used to teach meditation to my friends and colleagues and all. So it is a natural process of teaching meditation. Yes, I worked after my education. I got married, and after that, I started working for an MNC. For 7 years, I worked for MNCs, and then I quit the job and I came into this and found that this needs to have my full attention. Spreading of meditation and plant-based food should take my full attention, and so that is when I decided that this is my full-time priority right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to a little more personal thing, can we know who is Seenu, ma'am?
Srinivas Reddy is my husband, and my father and him, before even I knew him, he used to take Patriji around Hyderabad on his motorbike to places, to book stalls, and to pani puri stalls, and to everything. So they both used to go around Hyderabad to make their friends as meditators and to spread meditation, to conduct classes, to arrange for classes and everything. So that is when they met each other first, and then I got to know about him. So then Srinivas Reddy is the brother of Lakshmi Newton.
Okay.
Yeah, Lakshmi Newton's younger brother is Srinivas Reddy.
So how did you both connect, ma'am?
Friendship, basically friendship. So we got to know about Srinivas Reddy when Newton came into meditation, and thereby he came into meditation, and thereby there was a friendship formed, and it just pure friendship.
I'm here to share a few words about my sister, Parinitha Patri. I am so happy that I have this opportunity. So, thank you for this opportunity to talk about her. She is Mother Earth. She is all heart. She is all love, laughter, and purity. She is about everything that she does projects her innate quality of that heart, which has no logic, which has no a strategy, or no results oriented. There's nothing, none of that. It's just pure love. It's just pure expression, pure beingness of her essence. So her energy is so contagious. You stay around her and you can't help but to be happy, be laugh. No matter what is happening inside, she manages to be so natural. That is the beauty, or the skill sets that she has. And she's also the core part of the movement of creating this compassionate world, by helping animals, by loving animals, all beings, not just animals, all beings. With She is the leading example of creating friendship, between every beings. And even with me, she's more than a sister. She's my friend, and she manages to express that relationship very beautifully. And I'm so happy again, for giving me this opportunity, and I wish all the best for this program. And thank you.
I've known Parinita for more than 10 years now. I believe I've started knowing her since 2010. She's one of the nicest person to be around. She's so warm. Her energy is contagious. I love her passion for her work. She's extremely cordial. She cares about nature. You've seen her videos on swag about conserving water, animals. Whatever she does it from the bottom of her heart. You can feel that passion. It's very contagious. I'm so lucky to be part of her life. She is my sister-in-law, but I consider her more as a friend than anything else. And whenever I'm around her, I know I'm going to be having a lot of fun, a lot of warmth, love, and friendship. So I'm so happy to be part of her life, and I'm glad that I got to know her. Thank you.
Wow, that was a real surprise for me. Thank you.
So, what do you say about your sister, ma'am?
She she's a ball of energy. She is full of enthusiasm, full of passion about what she does. I mean, she has taken that vision from her father so beautifully, and she, so much of zest in her, so much of zest in her, so much of passion that every person on this earth should be a meditator. Every person should understand about spiritual science, about pyramid energy, and just going about it with so much of passion. It is very contagious. She speaks nothing but work. If you want to talk to me, it has to be about work. Otherwise, it has to be about entertainment, enjoyment, either this or that, nothing in between. So she's, what do I say about her? She is a very knowledgeable person. She is very intelligent. She is a very, I can say that she's a very beautiful spiritual scientist. I'm not a scientist at all. I have nothing related to science. I have got nothing about science. But she is a science person. Everything metaphysical, quantum, or anything that she knows about it. She is a very knowledgeable person, and she is going great with the global PSSM global platform. And her vision is so big that each and every country should come into meditation, and she is going to achieve it. Of course, all of us, all the PSSM masters are all into it. So PSSM Global, PSSM is under great leadership by Patri. So we have to thank her for doing such a great work globally on a large scale. So she is the driving force, the leader for PSSM, and yeah, she is my lovely sister. So thank you so much.
That was lovely, ma'am. And moreover, it's so lovely to see that everybody are mentioning we are connected through friendship more than any kind of relationship. That friendship is the true spiritual connect that bonds us. And it's so lovely to see this, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, ma'am, coming to your meditation, is there any specific or significant experience that you had in meditation which really, inspired and helped you to take this forward?
This might surprise you, but I haven't got a single experience in meditation.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Surprising.
any experience that I have had, maybe it was in my dreams, or maybe it was somebody else's experience. I'm listening, and I'm connecting with those experiences, and that is why Patriji used to say, give so much importance for Sajjan Sangitya, like what we are doing right now. We are listening to each other, we are learning from each other, we are teaching each other. So yeah, that is more important. And as far as my meditation experiences, I have not got any. Yeah.
So, ma'am, you have chosen swag. Why swag, ma'am? What made you choose that?
Sure. It was November 2018 that I became totally plant-based. So I took the decision, and when why I took the decision is also little this thing. I was just browsing through the YouTube videos and watching this, watching that. I was going through different videos, and suddenly a video appeared in front of me, talking about the horrors and the cruelty involved in the dairy industry. It was such a horrific video that I saw, and I cried for a long time. I cried that, what, why am I a part of this? Why was I ignorant about this? Why didn't I know about this? So I cried a lot, just feeling the pain of those cows and the calves and the buffaloes, and I just felt that pain. And I said, I'm done with it. I'm just dropping it right now. Immediately, I'm just dropping it. So from then onwards, I have been on plant-based. I wouldn't call it vegan. So see, these terms, these labels, I don't want to label them. It's just plant-based food. So, so that is when I turned into completely plant-based. And November 2020 was the time where I thought that, there should be a wing from pssm, like, which is for environmental factors. So that the main theme of, founding SWAG is to attract the environmentalists, attract the animal activists, attract those people who are working for the environment, and finally reach the UN through this platform and spread the message of meditation there, spread the message of ahimsa there, basically. So I want to go reach out to those places and teach them meditation, and thereby also talk about ahimsa. So November 2020 was the time, and I just had a small meeting with a few youngsters that I have, and then I started, what should be names? What should be names is what is the best name? And somebody said, everyone calls me Akka. I mean, I'm a universal Akka somehow by default. So Akka, I think SWAT is nice. Okay, SWAT. What is the full form of SWAT? Then somebody said, Akka, why don't we say go green? Then I said, okay, so this sounds nice. SWAT and go green. Why don't we club it together and we can say swag? Because swag is something which is very, very relatable to the youth. When they say, what is a swag, it is a very swag thing. And, it's the swag is, very, very relatable to the youth. That name itself, that swag name itself is very, very relatable, because I want to attract youth, the future generations, to take care of Mother Earth, take care of animals, because those are the people, the future generations are the people who need to take care of the earth for themselves, for their future generations. So that is how I wanted to target the youth to take care of, the animals and the earth. And that's how it happened. Save water and go green. So swag happened, save water and go green. Then we immediately had a logo designed, a website designed, and everything just happened like that. And the 3 objectives of swag: one is save water, second one is save animals, and third one is to plant trees. Simple.
Wow. Ma'am, here I have a personal question, because I was born as in a non-vegetarian family, and because of 3 times I switched to vegetarian and vegan food. So first 2 times my reasons were: first time it was for the health reason, second time it was for environmental reason, and third time it was actually the compassion. So the first 2 times I could stick on to it only for 6 to 8 months to be a vegan, but later I was pulled back into a normal my family styles. So then I realized I was contemplating why now, after compassion has become a primary reason for me to be a vegan or a vegetarian, and now I'm able to stick on to it, but why couldn't I stick on to it previously? When I was contemplating, I understood that at those times I was not meditating regularly. Now I am a regular meditator. So then I understood meditation is the primary thing for any one of us to get into that internal compassionate reason to become a vegetarian. So what do you say about it, ma'am?
Here, Patriji once said that, I don't care if you're a meditator. I don't care if your Kundalini has raised. I don't care if you're a third eye chakra. The first and foremost thing for everyone is to become vegetarian. So ahimsa and meditation go hand in hand together. Either you come into meditation first or you become a vegetarian first. So there's no mandatory thing that you have to come into meditation to become compassionate. You can become compassionate first and then come into meditation. It's okay, no problem. So any which ways, both go hand in hand. And ahimsa is ahimsa. I use the word ahimsa because ahimsa is something where we need to encompass the entire animal kingdom, not just 1, 2, 3 beings. Not just 1, 2, 3. We cannot be partial to one human race and not dislike the other human race. Humanity is one in that way. Same animal kingdom is one. So our compassion should encompass the entire animal kingdom is what I believe, because you cannot be biased towards some animals and not care about other animals. Either you're an animal lover or you're not. If you're an animal lover, then you don't harm any animals. Otherwise, you're not. There's no gray area here. Either you are this or that. So you're talking about compassion. See, when we understand our pain, then we need to understand the animal's pain also. Some people are there's a cognitive dissonance there. There's a cognitive dissonance and there's a disconnect over there from nature and you, from animals and you, and between human beings also. When that disconnect happens, that is when you are very you don't care about others' pain or others' suffering. So especially animals. So that is where the connect happens when you meditate. But it's not necessary that connect happens only when you meditate. It can happen later also. It can happen in the front. Before also, before meditation also. So there's no hard and fast rule about that.
So you said you also connect to a lot of youth and educate youth and bring awareness into youth and bring them into meditation and spirituality. And that's why I think you also support a lot of Paima works. So can you please tell us about that as well?
The future is all about youth. The future generations is what I want to involve with, because today's children are going to be tomorrow's parents of great masters. So usually what I say to parents is that, you know what, don't see your children as your children and you're bringing up your children. Look at them as tomorrow's parents. When you look at them as tomorrow's parents, that is how you raise them. That is how you bring them up. That is how you, teach them about the values of life, about the various aspects of karma and all. See, all the spiritual subjects should be taught to them when starting from womb. And when will they start teaching the children? When they are in the womb, when they are taught meditation, when they are from the young age itself. So we need more and more masters. We need more and more leaders. We need more and more, heart-oriented people, mind-oriented people. We need cause-oriented people. So we should not become result-oriented. We should shift from result-oriented to cause-oriented. So cause-oriented is something that, that is what youth can become. They are the future. They are the torch bearers. So if we can start telling them about spirituality and meditation from now onwards, their children, Buddha can be born to them, Jesus can be born to them, Krishna can be born to them, Allah can be born to them. They are searching for beautiful wombs, and only meditation can bring them, can prepare them physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. That womb can be created.
So, ma'am, what is that attractive point for a youth to come into meditation and vegetarianism?
Friendship. Patriji was the example of friendship. He was so beautiful with the youth. He used to be one among them, like-minded. He used to enjoy every small things that the youth does. He used to dance. He used to sing with them. He used to be so beautiful with them, the youth. And that friendship quality has attracted many youth to do meditation. When they saw Patriji, they saw a friend in him. So that friendship has attracted so many youth to come into meditation. And those are the youth who are now taking it forward so beautifully, teaching meditation in schools and colleges and everything. See, there's nothing, no relationship more than friendship. And that is what Patriji taught to all of us.
So coming to that point, ma'am, when I was just quoting my personal experience, the last two reasons, health reason and the environmental reason, when I shifted into a vegetarian, I used to educate people and I used to see them differently, and I used to feel special for being a vegetarian or following vegan thing. But now, after coming into meditation, after getting into that internal compassionate thing, I see everybody indifferently and I don't feel special about it. So, how important it is to be humble and to not judge people who are not vegetarian, and attract them with friendship, as you said.
About this, Patriji once said that from non-vegetarian you need to become vegetarian. From vegetarian you need to become come into raw foods, then to liquid foods, then to become a breatharian. So he told all of us at one point of time that finally everyone should become breatharian. So I am still on the way. I'm still on the way. There's nothing to feel superior or inferior about it. See, for example, I'm the first person to learn physics. And what is my job? To teach everyone about physics. There's nothing to feel that, oh, I am the great person. I am the only person who knows physics. No, that is not what a spiritual person does. He doesn't go into the ego factor. Ego is again two different things. I am great and I'm everyone. So two things are there. So which one are you feeling is what you have to decide for yourself. So there's something which I have learned or you have learned about being a vegetarian or being a plant-based person. So that is what you teach. You just inform people. You create that awareness. There's nothing to feel proud about, or in the sense like there's no arrogance there. There shouldn't be any arrogance, because everything that comes to our life, it's because of our own deeds which were in the past. So why is it that we feel so egoistic about, or so arrogant about? There's nothing to feel arrogant. Everything that comes to us is a gift, is what we have given around. It comes back to us. It's all about cause and effect. So what we have given, it is coming back to us. What is the arrogance there? You do more, you get more. You do more, you get more. So you need to give out what you want to attract in life. You need to give what you want to receive. You need to offer what you want to receive. So I want to offer something because I want to receive it. So there's no arrogance or hankar, if I have to say, in that. So everyone is learning. Everyone is their own learning curve. In the corporate world, they say learning curve, and then it's just a learning process. I'm still a student. You are still a student. Everyone here is a student. We are all learning. We make mistakes. We fall. We get up. We learn, and we stumble. And we, there should be small successes in between. No one is a success. We can't call. Everyone is a successful person. If I'm cleaning my room, I'm successful in cleaning my room. If I have cooked a nice meal, I am successful in cooking a nice meal. So success is very, very distorted in this society. Everyone is a successful person. So yeah, you have been a successful person in spreading about vegetarianism, and you're also humble about it, and I really appreciate that in you.
So, ma'am, now how does it feel like leading and driving PSSM from front, like how Patriji did?
In this aspect, Patriji was asked in one of the interviews, if you know Ram Lakshman, the stunt masters, they have asked Patriji, what will happen after you? Who will lead PSSM after you? Who have you made ready to take after PSSM? Then he said, I did not prepare one or two. I prepared lakhs of people to lead PSSM. So each and every PSSM master is doing their great job in leading PSSM. They are spreading the work so beautifully that each and every pyramid master is the torchbearer of PSSM. So every PSSM master is doing great work. They are spreading meditation in schools and colleges and offices and military places and on Zooms everywhere. Even the Paima, they are also torchbearers. Everyone PSSM master is a torchbearer for PSSM. There's not a 1 or 2 persons over here.
Wow. So among them, who is your favorite spiritual master, ma'am?
Among who?
Overall.
Patriji.
Why? What's so special?
Firstly, because he's my father. Second, he's my best friend. Second, third is my guru. Fourth is my guide. Fifth, he has always been beside me, and he has taught me about detachment. He has taught me so many things. He has taught me the value of friendship, about compassion, how to be with animals, how to have presence of mind, how to have common sense, how to speak, when to speak, what not to speak, what to think, what to do at when, which time. So everything, after observing him, I have learned a lot of things. So that is why Patriji.
So, which is your most important teaching that you have got from Patriji?
Friendship.
Okay, that's beautiful. And it takes a lot of energy to support and guide the PSSM movement that is happening. So how are you able to manage it, ma'am?
See, when you like and love what you're doing, you don't have to manage anything. Everything becomes effortless. You just flow with it. So when you flow with it, there's no managing there. You just, everything is effortless. Everything. See, you love it. When you love something, you don't say, "Oh, I'm doing this." You're not doing it. You're just being it. Patriji never used to emphasize on doing it. Everything is being. You are being something. You are being someone. So you're just being that. There's no doing there.
Beautiful. Also, Rashmi also had some questions to ask you. So please, Rashmi, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, so we were talking about vegetarianism, right? So one question is, as a beginner in meditation or someone who's coming new to meditation, how significant it is to become a vegetarian to start practicing meditation?
See, why vegetarianism? First of all, why vegetarianism is because when you eat an animal, when you eat the corpse or a dead animal, all the fear, all the emotions of that animal enters into you, and it distorts your aura. It completely short circuits your mind, short circuits your entire pattern of the energy. That energy pattern is completely distorted. So you have to be pure in your body to make your body a temple, so that you evolve more and more in meditation. So no animal product has to be in your body. Everything, your body needs to be a garden, and that garden is not made from corpses or their secretions or any of that sort. So you need to have pure sattvic food for your body to become a temple. And that is when that purity comes. Your heart becomes pure. Your mind becomes fogless. You have clarity of thinking. And even garlic, he used to say no to it because it creates mental inertia and it's very tamasic. So even he used to say no to mushrooms as well, because it's a fungi, not a vegetable. It is not a process of photosynthesis. So in this way, everything, he used to have a very specific concept about what goes into your mouth, and that is what decides what is coming out of your mouth. So what goes into your mouth is, you have to be very, very specific, very, very cautious, careful, so that no animal product comes and goes into you. Because when you eat them, their emotions, their beingness, everything you're devouring, and that disturbs your everything. The entire mechanism is disturbed, because your body is not meant to have all those things. And that is why we have all the health problems and disturbances and mind problems and depressions and so many things. I'm not saying this is the only reason. This is one of the reasons. So delete all the reasons one by one, and then you become a pure temple.
Beautiful. Thank you. And while you were talking about your personal journey, you said you were working in an MNC for 7 years, and then you dropped it and you became more active in spreading meditation. So what was that? If you can point to one or two things which caused you to drop that job and come back to come to PSSM and spread meditation, can you name something, or was it a gradual process?
Come to PSSM, I was always a part of
I
PSSM.
mean, yeah.
Yes.
I meant about spreading meditation, basically.
Yes. So I used to do spreading of meditation. Even when I was working, I used to spread meditation, but not on a full-time basis. So because I had to do a job. I had to do a job and I had to earn some money because I was living away from my parents and my in-laws. And I had to work to, earn some money to earn my own bread. So I had to do it. I had to work. It's not like I had the luxury of doing it or not doing it. There was no, okay, I don't have to do this. I don't want to do this. There was no option for me, but work was the only option because I had to work. And in that thing, I worked about for 7 years in 2 different companies, and then I was like, the kind of environment there was not very, I didn't find it very favorable. And that is when I decided this is not, I have done enough. I have earned, I've worked for 7 years. Now it's time to come back and, do what I'm supposed to do. So, which is a spreading of meditation. I used to do then also, but not on a full-time basis. Because I had to do a job, I did my job because I had to do it. As simple as that.
And personally, how has meditation helped you? Like, can you say how you have progressed yourself with the help of meditation? I know it was part of your life from childhood, so it is very difficult to name it, but can you think of something which you felt it has changed because you are meditating?
See, as I told you, I haven't got a single experience in meditation. How meditation has changed me is that maybe what I can say is that I can switch on and switch off my mind whenever I want. So I don't have to think when I don't want to think. I want to think when I want to think. I can think. So I can do that, and that is I think one of the benefits of meditation. And then I got introduced to books, lots of books, and the first book that I ever read as a child was The Golden Childhood by Osho. So it was such a big book. I don't know how I read it. Even now, I can't understand how I read it. That's such a big book. So that was one of the first books that I've read. And slowly, I was not a very studious person. I hated studies. So I hated the textbooks, but somehow these books I really liked. Not reading them, but listening to them through the mouth of Patriji. He used to read those books and used to tell me certain things, tell us certain things about certain concepts, and we used to just listen to him. I like listening more than reading books. So that is how I got introduced that, there are so many books that have so much of knowledge and wisdom. And what meditation has brought me is more connectivity to everything around us. We get disconnected from everything, from every person, from every animal, from nature, from this thing, that thing. There's a disconnect which happens without meditation. I never felt that disconnect because, as you all know, the process that I have been through. So it connects you to everything. You understand about the other person or about what is happening around you. You have that awareness. You have that understanding, and you are able to what do you say? Accommodate them. You have compassion towards everyone. So when you understand about yourself, you start understanding about others. Without understanding yourself, there's no way that you can understand others. And I have seen in so many families that each and every person has one complaint. Nobody understands me. Nobody understands me. My father doesn't understand me. My mother doesn't understand me. My children don't understand me. My husband doesn't understand me. My wife doesn't understand me. My friend doesn't. I mean, like it's like, you know, everyone has taken a contract when they are taking about that I will understand you no matter what. It's not my job or your job, or that, you know, you have to understand me or I have to understand you. There's no contract set. First of all, we need to understand ourselves. Then only we can understand the other person. And that expectation that others should understand me should be deleted from everybody's life. Why should anybody understand you? I don't understand myself. How can I understand you? So when meditation comes into your life, that is when you start understanding yourself. The first thing is you need to work on yourself first. When you start working on yourself, then everything becomes clear to you. Then your patience grows, your understanding grows, your maturity grows, your friendship grows, your compassion grows, your service grows, your intelligence grows, your mindfulness, your heartfulness, everything gets cultivated slowly. So it's a very gradual process. It's not like, you know, we can't point out one or two, but when you start meditating, all these factors will come into your life and play a big role. And the major thing that we need to stop is expectation. And it's very hard to drop. I'm telling you, it's very hard. I know that it is very hard, but that's one thing which we need to stop.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. That was beautiful. Yeah. I had one question more, but I think you covered it in it. I wanted to ask you one book or books that has inspired you, but I know you mentioned The Golden Childhood by Osho, right? That is
No. I have one book which has inspired me.
Okay.
The book's name is Woman Torch of the Future, written by Torquem Saradarian. So that is one book which I've read, and I've, I was after my husband to get it translated into Telugu. That was the first ever book that got translated into Telugu, and we distributed to everyone. It's called Striya Velugu in Telugu. So everyone loved that book, and that was one book which it created that beauty in me, if I have to say, that, you know, woman is something more than what you have actually thought till now. So everyone, I request all the women, not just a woman, every man, young, old, everything, you have to read that book, Woman Torch of the Future by Torquem Saradarian. And yeah, that's about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. That's all I had from my side. And yeah, one is what is the best age to start meditation?
When you're in the womb.
Yeah, that is not in our hands, I guess.
Everything is in our hands. When you start teaching youth about meditation, they will become, in all four ways, they will become fit. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and yes, of course, financially. So in all these ways, if you can become fit, then that mother will be a great teacher to the soul in the womb.
There's one more question from Jenny. Do you feel you're lucky that you were born in a spiritual family?
Luck, goodness. There's no luck, by the way. Everything, as I said, what you give out is what comes back to you. So, so Patriji himself said there is no luck and lucky and unlucky. It doesn't exist. So everything, you have designed your life by yourself. Whatever you have to face, whatever parents you will choose, the situations you will choose, the family you will choose, the country you will choose, the status of the family you will choose. Everything you will choose. So what you have done is what will come back to you. As simple as that. So each and every pyramid master in that way is very lucky. So they have got meditation. See, I don't see myself as a separate person from any pyramid master. Everyone is the same. Everyone is equal. Everyone is their own learning curve. Everyone has their own syllabus to learn. So I have my syllabus. Reshmi has her syllabus. Prithvi has her syllabus. We just need to finish our syllabus for this particular incarnation. So we all have carried our syllabus and we need to finish it. Otherwise, we keep postponing it and we postpone our evolution thereby. We need to finish the syllabus. We need to overcome our fears. We need to everything. We need to finish, complete our syllabus. Otherwise, we'll come back to the same class. And we don't want that, isn't it?
So thank you so much, ma'am. Finally, what would be your message for today?
Do meditation continuously, regularly. Please read books. And my main message would be to please be kind to all kinds. That is the most important message that I want to give out today. Not just today, every day. It's just that do not harm animals. If you can't help them, at least don't harm them. Harmlessness is the major factor, major virtue of every pyramid master. They don't harm anyone. Directly or indirectly, they do not harm any being whatsoever, because pyramid masters, we do understand the concept called karma, that what you give out will come back to you. If you hurt another being, if you harm another being, it will come back to you. So when we understand that, then we wouldn't harm anyone, knowingly or unknowingly. So we understand the concept called karma, but we didn't eat it. We didn't digest it. We didn't make it our flesh and blood and bones. There's a difference between knowing it and being it. I emphasize on being it, not just knowing it. What is the value of knowing it when you're not being it? So that is one thing which I want to say. Then as part of swag is there, then I say no to meat, no to fish, no to eggs, no to dairy, no to honey, no to leather, no to fur, no to wool, no to silk, no to animal tested products. Do not encourage zoos, circuses, animal entertainment, animal transport, everything that has to do with animals. Please be harmless. Do not indulge in the violence towards animals. Do not encourage or contribute to the animal slavery in any which way. So that is what my humble request is to everyone, to please be, to extend your compassion, to extend your heart to each and every living being on this planet. And that is how we need to teach our children as well, because friendship has to be with everyone, every living being, not just specific human beings or specific animals. So please be compassionate. Please practice ahimsa internally and verbally and thinking wise, every wise, emotionally, on all 5 levels of karma, which is intentions, thoughts, emotions, words, and action. All the 5 levels of karma are accounted for over there. So let us all be careful in all these 5 factors. Let's be completely harmless in all the 5 factors, so that, because we all know that what you give will come back to you. Don't just know it, live it, be it. Thank you so much.